These men say they killed dozens of their neighbours. They all spent years in prison for it. It was during Rwanda's 1994 genocide, and they all say the mayor here at the time, Ladislas Ntaganzwa, organised the killings in this area.
I killed because he had already filled our hearts with hate, and if you refused to kill, he ordered others to kill you.
And after more than 20 years on the run, Ntaganzwa was arrested earlier this month in neighbouring Democratic Republic of Congo. He was flown to the capital, Kinshasa. The UN's International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda had indicted him in 1996. In 1994, thousands of Tutsis fleeing from the violence had gathered around this church for safety. According to the indictment, Ntaganzwa then ordered villagers to kill them all. Now there's a memorial next to it. Inside, it's a sombre scene. Here are the clothes of some of the people that were killed here. Over on this side, some of their skulls and other human remains, and here some of the weapons that were used to kill them. The indictment says that Ntaganzwa oversaw the killing of thousands of his countrymen and also rape and sexual violence against women. The tribunal that indicted him, known as the ICTR, sat in neighbouring Tanzania. It sentenced 60 high-level genocide suspects since '94, and now it's closing. Rights groups criticise it for only trying people from one side of the conflict. The rebel Rwandan Patriotic Front, or RPF, which became today's Rwandan army, defeated the militia that were involved in the genocide, but UN investigators said it also massacred Hutus.
Those killings by RPF troops are in no way equivalent to the genocide and should not be compared to it, but nevertheless, those were war crimes and crimes against humanity that fell squarely within the remit of the ICTR.
Rwanda denies its army committed atrocities and says it brings its soldiers to justice at home.
I do not believe that this idea of both sides really should count in the question of Rwanda and the ICTR. The ICTR was primarily established to deal with people who committed genocide, and I believe they had enough job to do.
The Rwandan government also criticised it for being slow and expensive, and 8 of the people it indicted are still on the run. If they're caught, they'll now have to be tried elsewhere. Ntaganzwa may be tried here at Rwanda's Supreme Court, but only if Congo extradites him. It wants Rwanda to hand over a wanted Congolese warlord in exchange, and rights groups say Rwandan trials are only sometimes fair. The killing of hundreds of thousands in Rwanda led to a regional conflict in which millions died in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Few have faced trial, but the ICTR was unprecedented, and it did bring justice to some of the victims of one of the worst atrocities of the 20th century. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Kyahinda, Rwanda.